Hello, nice to be with you again on the program that spies your evening and bring you up to date on happening in the nation's capital. The popular saying that the value of prayer is precious beyond all price, and so powerful is the light of unity that it can illuminate the whole earth. This played out at the 61st Independence Anniversary Church Service as part of activities marking 2021 Independence celebration. The details we've brought to you in the course of the program. Great thing comes from hard work and perseverance, and this is the case of Fumi Bello, that is the fashion home. Not forgetting messages from the ministers of God. Nothing in this world that is more dangerous than ignorance. Yes, our correspondent examines the implication of female genital mutilation. All these and more will come your way. Please stay with us. I am Tessie Omiri, your anchor. And prosperity, progress, and peace cannot be achieved in the absence of divine intervention. This formed the thrust of a prayer crusade entitled Divine Solutions, convened by the General Superintendent Deeper Christian Life Ministry. Cynthia Ogun has details.
The Global Crusade of Deeper Christian Life Ministry has entered day 3 with a church service held at the Crusade Ground, Kubwa Expressway. The General Superintendent of the ministry, Pastor Williams Kumi, in a sermon titled Divine Solutions, which was taken from the book of Luke chapter 15 verse 18, used the story of the prodigal son to drive home his message. Pastor Kumi admonished Christians to always return to the Lord whenever the going is tough.
And the Lord is going to bless everyone without limit even today in Jesus' name.
Thank God for the divine solution, and it's not just for an individual, it's not just for a family, and not just for the people here. Our beloved nation will be blessed.
The man of God equally prayed for Nigeria and her leaders.
Within the length of time, God's love for Nigeria is what has sustained the nation as an indivisible entity. Cathedral Administrator of Christ Methodist Church Nyanya, very renowned Reverend Nkechi Nwosu, noted this in a sermon and also says that it does not mean that leaders at all levels should go to sleep and refuse to work in the interest of the nation to save Nigerian security challenges. Deborah Gaza-Jimaika, who also captured the Sunday church service at the Redemption Light Gospel Church, Karu, has details.
Beginning the church service at the Christ Methodist Church Nyanya, this sound of music by the church band transformed the church atmosphere into dancing, praising God for sustenance as the month of September draws to an end. Sacred moments with God offered the congregation the opportunity to intensify their prayers to God for national rebirth as Nigeria marks her independence anniversary in a few days to come.
Nigeria has gone through. Other countries that have revolted against their leaders, they've not even seen a tenth of it. But God, in His infinite mercy, continues to carry us, to keep us together.
In a related development, Pastor Abayomi Fatmehi of the Gospel Light Redemption Church Karu praised that challenges bedeviling the country last no more, even as he encourages service to humanity, emphasizing charity.
What we just need to do as a nation is to look inward, avoid this blame game.
And 61 years down the line, Christians, irrespective of denominations, are giving thanks to God, demonstrating togetherness and appreciating the Almighty Creator for growth and development of the country. Deborah Gazaji Micah again reported this was at the interdenominational church service in Abuja, where Vice President Yemi Osibajo charged Nigerians to complement the efforts of the government in moving Nigeria forward.
The 61st Independence Anniversary Interdenominational Church Service celebrated alongside the 45th anniversary of Christian Association of Nigeria elevated the spirit of oneness, togetherness, and above all demonstrates the heart of gratitude to God for an indivisible entity. Vice President Yemi Osibajo, in his remarks, observed that down the memory lane, collectively the nation has made remarkable progress despite the current daunting national challenges. The sermon by the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God asked Nigerians to do away with religious bigotry, for unity brings about growth and development. Prayers for equity, fairness and justice to prevail in the country were offered to God at the Thanksgiving service. Deborah Gazaji Micah, NTA News.
And away from religious matters, let's talk health. Figures from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, as at 25th September 2021, indicates 5 new cases of COVID-19 in the FCT. The number of confirmed cases stands at 21,687, while active cases now 1,085, and the number of discharged cases in the territory puts at 20,421, and 181 deaths have been recorded in the FCT. The Lions Club International District 404A2, a non-governmental organization, has changed baton. The emergence of the new president, Aniakon Michael, heralds the activities that will dominate humanitarian programs targeted at helping the needy and making impact on people through service. The 12th president, Lion Aniakon Michael, stated this, that his tenure will ensure the less privileged living with cancer get the needed treatment.
The event brought together men and women of intelligence, focus and humane hearts to raise funds for the provision of equipment in the Cancer Center at the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital. It is also to operate on children with cancer, especially the less privileged. The new president, Lion Aniakon Michael, says it is a project amongst many others that has won the hearts of members.
So just last year during the Corona era, the club was able to put together a 20-bed space oncology center donated at no cost to the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital. So today is another opportunity to bring friends, families, and everybody or well-meaning Nigerians into our space to ensure that we can put together a commonwealth to equip that same center to help it get into full function state.
Other distinguished members also spoke on preserving the environment and eradicating diabetes.
During the World Diabetes Day, November 14th, we are going to be having screening in 52 locations. Our target is to screen 250 people in one location. So times 52 will be screening about 13,000 people.
Lions Club is a partner in progress in the social services and humanitarian services. So that explains the reason why we are here in full force to support the inauguration of this president and to also support the kicking off of the next phase of the Lions Club humanitarian services.
High point of the event was the symbolic entrance of the new president surrounded by members, which signifies togetherness in service. Founded by Melvin Jones, Lion Club coordinates the activities of committed and resourceful members with the sole purpose of offering service to create a safe and purposeful environment. Sophia Noma Uchi, NTA News.
A world-class fashion home Fumi Bello, the fashion spirit, has been inaugurated for business at number 49 Kumasi Crescent, Wuse 2, Abuja. Odiri Ogboru Arotiri reports that the ceremony brought who is who in the society to the fashion home.
Nigeria.
The inauguration ceremony of the new fashion home with a brand, Fumi Bello, the spirit of fashion, which is purely men's wardrobe, is to serve fashionable men in the society. Former FCT Minister, Senator Adamu Alero, commended the effort of the CEO, Fumi Bello, for coming up with such a business idea to contribute to Nigerians' GDP and promised his patronage for the brand.
I urge our Nigerian youth to emulate the worthy example of Fumi Bello by coming up with this kind of idea, establishing a fashion house, contributing to Nigeria's GDP, providing employment to the team population.
Hard work really pays, and my singular advice is that continue to be yourself, continue to encourage yourself, and I'm telling you that you are going places by the grace of God.
Other dignitaries at the ceremony include Senator Dino Melai, Air Vice Marshal Okorodudu, Member House of Representatives, and representative of the Minister of Mines and Steel, among others.
I always believe that what a man can do, a woman can do better, and which gave me the courage to go ahead with this dream that I've always wanted to have and to establish, which 4 years gone, we are here today to the glory of God.
Fumi Bello assures her target clients of quality service in the fashion home.
This type of Fumi Bello brand is an inherited business. I got it from my mother and I added the pattern onto her. So Fumi Bello has not yet started.
She always helps young people. She wants young people to grow, and she has been a very big help to me and my brand. All I need to say is she's fantastic.
Fumi Bello Fashion Lounge is located at number 46 Kumasi Crescent, Wuse 2, Abuja.
And it is said that culture is hinged on the fundamental principle of people, which cultivates general sense of responsibility among the community members. And this is the case of female genital mutilation, which many see as culture that must be sustained. Chidima Anson Agomo examines some of the issues concerning female genital mutilation.
Female genital mutilation, also known as female circumcision, is a process by which the foreskin of a female is removed and is done with the aid of a sharp object, usually a knife or razor, after which such substance are applied to reduce bleeding.
FGM is harmful. It's not just harmful for the child, it's harmful also for the community, because the very thing that you want to address, which is promiscuity, is what FGM actually can lead to, because when a woman is not satisfied from the sexual intercourse with her husband, she may desire more, because it means that you have altered the God-given physiology in a woman. And so that's where it starts, for people to understand FGM in all ramifications, the dangers and the consequences.
The practice has long been condemned, but still common in many villages and cities, in spite of enlightenment campaign to discourage the unwholesome acts. Aware of the danger inherent in the practice, the World Health Organization created an enlightenment campaign aimed at eradicating the practice. This is because many Nigerians, irrespective of their social status, still practice female genital mutilation. The belief is an aspect of their culture that must be sustained.
It's really most of the time being practiced by culture. The culture are the advocates of such kind of a thing, thinking that it's for hygiene purpose. But it has a long side effect. The way forward on this thing is that there is need for a continued advocacy for especially those that really take this at a high order. We need to enlighten them, educate them on the gender and danger of this kind of a thing.
In some cities and countries, they believe that circumcision is a sort of purification or an initiation into certain status, as the uncircumcised is thought to feel inferior to the circumcised and in many cases considered as promiscuous.
Right in the heartland of Singapore, you wouldn't expect to find a place that still practices female genital mutilation. But here, squeezed between a pizza shop and a hair salon, is a clinic that openly broadcasts this grim secret.
It is believed that with campaign, political support, efforts of the government and sensitization about the risk and realities of female genital mutilation, putting an end to it will be a thing of the past. In Abuja, Chidiman Sinagomo, NTA News.
I am with you at every stage of your life, providing comfort when you are keeping fit, comfort when you are expecting your bundle of joy, comfort during motherhood, comfort in your office, comfort in your car, comfort when sharing a meal, comfort at bedtime. From cradle to grey, there's comfort for you with Vitafoam. Quality is vital. Quality is Vitafoam. Vitafoam, the fine art of living.
Thank you for staying with us. Let's take you to entertainment. Nigerian travel journalist Pelu Afoweso is set to unveil a documentary on Bishop Ajayi Crowther, which will tour locations visited by the clergy in his lifetime, while Afrobeat star Burna Boy gives a tour of his mansion in Lekki. Let's join Cynthia Ogun for more on entertainment news.
Multi-award-winning Nigerian travel journalist Pelu Awofeso is set to produce a documentary based on Reverend Sierra Leonean/Nigerian clergy and linguist Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther. The filmmaker Mukare is set to debut an original comedy series based on the rowdy yet dramatic and sometimes hilarious markets for used wares, Okrika markets. Meanwhile, Nigerian music star Burna Boy gave a tour of his palatial home in Lagos for the first time. It is a 7-bedroom home with a private cinema, plenty of garage space, a recording studio, and a swimming pool that begins inside and drains outside. In other news, American singer Jason Derulo and his girlfriend Jenna Frooms have ended their relationship 4 months after giving birth to their son. And that's all on entertainment news. Cynthia Ogun, NTA News.
And up next is events of the past week. Let's join Habiba Oladipo. Hello, Habiba. What do you have for us?
Hi, Tessie. The week was eventful, but let's start on this note.
Okay.
The just concluded week, schools across the country resumed academic activities as students and teachers in the Federal Capital Territory greeted the resumption of school with high spirits and as stakeholders assuring of a safe school environment.
I'm excited to go back to school and see my friends and go and come to a new class.
School resumes. We make it out to assess the level of resumption.
FCT Minister Mohammed Musa Bello this week received management of the team of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, who paid him a courtesy visit in his office in Abuja, and their discussions centered on improved collaborations among various security agencies to assist in addressing security challenges bedeviling the country.
And now your operations and investigative and also the other teams really need to reach the core and identify who are those beneficiaries.
If there's anything you want us to do, or if you hear, or you get any information, please let us know. We have over 150 men on ground.
And as part of measures to address specific areas of needs towards the provision of effective agricultural support services, particularly in the aspects of input and extension, FCT administration began the process of updating database of farmers and all agricultural-related institutions in the territory. FCT Minister of State, Ramatu Tijani Aliu, made the disclosure at the opening ceremony of Agri-Business Innovation Conference and Expo, which held in Abuja. And also in the past week, the Abuja Municipal Area Council recorded a big feat with the inauguration of the pioneer grassroots radio station in Nigeria, located in Karshi, Abuja. The FCT Minister of State, Ramatu Tijani Aliu, tasked operators of the
When people are at their villages, especially where are so remote to easily be reached, if you have a community radio, the problem is half solved.
As a council, are very proud to pioneer the grassroots communication outfit.
And in another development, the Federal Capital Territory Administration flagged off the 2021 capacity building program for staff of the administration. FCT Minister Mohammed Musa Bello, represented by the Permanent Secretary FCTA, disclosed that the training was to enhance job performance of staff of the administration. And finally, legal practitioners were charged to uphold the ethics and values of the profession to leave behind indelible marks in the sands of time. This was the advice by dignitaries who came to honor late Justice Moses Bello at a valedictory court session held at the FCT High Court Mitama, which had in attendance the Chief Judge of Nigeria, Kogi State Governor, family members, amongst other dignitaries. And those were some of the reports that featured in our bulletin during the week. Tessie will be right back after this.
And on sports, boxing champion Anthony Joshua has lost his heavyweight belt to Alexander Usyk after losing to the Ukrainian in a boxing bout on Saturday, while Nigeria's Super Falconets thrashed the Central African Republic female football team 7-0 in their FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup first round encounter. Cynthia Ogun has more on Sports Brief.
Anthony Joshua, who has been dethroned as world boxing heavyweight champion, is set to go to the hospital to check a suspected broken eye socket. Joshua's promoter, who made this announcement moments after he lost to Alexander Usyk of Ukraine, said the fighter was devastated by the defeat. He, however, acknowledged that the Joshua camp had no reservations about the results and that the better fighter won the bout. Meanwhile, Nigeria's Falconets were in an impressive form as they hit the Under-20 girls of Central African Republic 7-0 in their FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup first round, first leg encounter in Douala. In other news, Ethiopia's Guye Adola won the men's Berlin Marathon today in an official time of 2 hours, 5 minutes, 45 seconds. Elsewhere, resurgent Juventus climbed into the top half in Serie A for the first time this season as they edged past Sampdoria at the Allianz Stadium. With Sports Brief, Cynthia Ogun, NTA News.
And this is where we draw the curtain on the program this week. Hope you enjoyed every bit of it. Join us same time, same station for another interesting package. I am Tessie Omiri. Good night and stay safe.